morning, everyone. Hello. That's better, right? You can see me now. Hang on. Good morning. Stop me shaking. There we go. Right. Welcome once again to the lunch break. Just wait for a few people to turn up. Yeah. If you do have any requests for today, then hang on a minute. I've got to turn you that way. There we go. That's better. I can see now. Yes, and any requests, pop them into the chat. Super chats are available, and we'll get those played between 1 and 2. Brilliant top 10 for you today. Brilliant classic top 10. Explain more about that in a bit. Oh yeah, the Pepsi's back. Right. Everything's set. I can see. You can see. Morning, Rab. Afternoon. Yep, Pepsi's back. Oh, yes. Very nice. Right. It's back. Oh, it's going to be a good day today. Feel it in my bones. Very good day. Anyway, so how's Norway? Has spring finally arrived properly? I'm wobbling. Why am I wobbling? Yeah, spring has turned up. Lovely. About time. And just about into May as well, so. Very nice. How long have we got? Oh, 3 minutes to know. I've got plenty of time. Only a little snow. Well, that's good. Yeah, very good. So it looks like Sweden are all ready for the Eurovision Song Contest. Yep, North London Derby. I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah. Very, very, very tight, especially considering the matches yesterday. Yeah, so if Arsenal win, they go 3 points clear until Man City play later on. So I'm hoping that Nottingham Forest can help out Arsenal by either beating or holding Man City to a draw. I mean, stranger things have happened. We've got loads of time. Is that ready? That's ready. That's ready. That's ready. Hang on. Where's the cursor? Lost my mouse again. That's ready. There. Overcast and raining today. No. I mean, yeah, it's one of those things when this time of the season, it's very tight at the top, which is nice. I just hope that Man City don't do what they normally do and come through right on the very end, last game. And although Arsenal have got a decent goal difference, which is helping them. So if it does end up tied on points, then Arsenal have got a pretty good advantage anyway. So that should come into play. We shall see. Yep. What about this? That's better. Put you down there. Right, put you there. That's better. There we go. Right. Oh, is it news time? Okay. So I've got 3 minutes, or just under. Yeah, very good top 10 today, Rab. 1998. Have a think about that one. 1998. 5 brand new entries in the charts this week in 98, including a brand new number 1. Ah. Right, everything's ready. I'm ready. That's ready. Oh. This is ready. Yeah. Hang on. Better. Right, now I can hear. Okay. Yep, still taking group requests. Yep, absolutely, Rab. Love doing that. Love taking requests. So, good afternoon, everyone. If you'd like to jump into the chat, the one problem, like I say, every week of doing these lives using the phone, I can't see the names of who's in the chat window. It doesn't tell me. I can see how many are here, but it doesn't tell me who's in. Right, have to start things off in a bit. Yep, so if you do want a request, living with the book, oh, we're in, nice. Yep, hang on, that's one we don't have. Okay, you've done it again, Rab. We don't have that particular song. We've got loads of Marillion songs, but not that one. I will get it. I will get that one in. Hang on. Right. That's, what is it? There we go. Right. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, yep. So good request that one is. Like that one. I do like a bit of Marillion. Right. Let's get this show started. If you do want to listen along at brumsideradio.com, or you can download the app for Android and iPhones. Just search for Brumside Radio. Right. Back in a bit. Let's get the weather going. So remaining overcast this afternoon, showery rain, and easing off through the afternoon, some sunny spells and a few showers developing from the west. Breezy at times now, largely clear and dry conditions for most of the night. But areas of cloud will begin to form as dawn approaches, bringing a few further showers from the west. Now, moderate to fresh southwesterly breeze. It's not too bad, it's just a tiny bit damp out there. Your temperature's about 13 degrees. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. No, we do not want that one. Oh, that's a good start, isn't it? Hang on. What are we going to do? Stop that. We're going to go, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Right, we want that one. Shall we start again? Oh, and that's what happens when you press the wrong button. Oh boy, there we go. Right. Hang on a minute. Get rid of that. Oh boy. Hang on. Throw that one back in there. There we go. That's better. Right. Sorted. Oh boy. Yeah. I pressed the wrong button. Oh dear. No. Yeah, it's all experience. Oh yes. I pressed the wrong button. I've only got one button as well and I pressed it. Oh boy, right. Yeah, so 1998 today, classic top 10. 5 new entries. 5 new entries on the charts today. Brand new number 1. I'll get to that in a bit. You see, I wasn't meant to press that button. I don't know why I pressed it either. Oh dear, that's a good start, isn't it? So I've only got one button to press, which starts the next track playing. And also out of the weather, it goes automatically into the next track. Of course, me being me, I pressed the button that started the next track off. Oh dear. The things you learn when you watch people doing radio. Everyone thinks it's so easy. Oh dear. Anyway, it's Sunday. Right. That's a great way to start the show, isn't it? I've only got one button in front of me to press, and I pressed the wrong button. Typical. Red Dragon, Brian and Tony Gold. Compliments on your kiss. A very warm welcome to the lunch break here on Brumside Radio. Right, shall we get going into the classic top 10? Yes, indeed. How many do you remember? And this week, if this is the first time you're joining me, very warm welcome. And what we do between 12 and 1 for the lunch break, we go back into the archives of the 90s and we take a look at this week in a certain year, in the classic top 10. And this week we're going back to 1998, some brilliant songs in the charts. Got 5 brand new entries. And so we get to the brand new number 1, just before 1 o'clock. Now, if you want to get in touch with me this afternoon, the usual numbers apply: 07858 127 186. Text and WhatsApp to that number. WhatsApp is absolutely free. Text messages, depending on your network and your contract, may be charged. So just be aware of that. You can also email studio@brumsideradio.com. Right, shall we get into this top 10? Last week's number 4, this week's number 10 for the 6 places. For Celine Dion, former number 1 as well. Oh, right, there we go. That's that done. Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, 1998 is 10 years ago. We shall just leave it like that, Rab. 10 years ago. Honestly. "10 years ago. No further than that. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome along. Now, if you're new here, first time listening, then 10 it is, yes. This is the first time you're listening, then because of all the regulations we have here on YouTube, unfortunately, I can't have the music volume up, otherwise I get muted, thanks to certain bits and pieces. So if you do want to listen to the show whilst it's going out, then you can go to brumsideradio.com, or you can download the mobile app, Android and Apple versions available. Just go to your various Play stores and it's on there. But whilst you're on here, just chat away. If you want any requests or dedications, drop them into the chat. Anything from the 90s, and I'll play as many of those as I can between 1 and 2. That's, oh, I've got to look for that Marillion song, haven't I? Hang on. Turn you down. There we go. Yeah, can I do this? Can I scroll? I can. Right. Right, we'll just sort out this request. Yeah, from 1994 this one was, Rab. Marillion. Get that one sorted. Like I say, it's one that we didn't actually have on the system. So I'm just grabbing that now. But yeah, I will play that between 1 and 2 there. So if you want any requests, drop them into the chat window. Super chats are available if you so wish. You don't have to, but it's always nice, isn't it? Any questions regarding radio, anything like that? How do you get into radio? What do we do? Yep, 1994 was 12 years ago. Absolutely. Absolutely it was. Right, I'll sort that one out later. Now, get your country shoes on. Get your country boots on. You're going to need it for this next song. First of the new entries. Right, back in a bit. Yeah, it's a former number 1, of course, Celine Dion from the film Titanic. This week's number 10 in 1998. So very good afternoon. Welcome to the lunch break. Everything from the 90s. If you do have a request or a dedication, get those in nice and quickly. I'll play as many of those as I can between 1 and 2 o'clock. Now then, get your dancing shoes on. The Mavericks, straight in. Brand new entry at number 9. Oh. Who remembers the Mavericks? Brilliant, brilliant band. Now, Canadian, weren't they, I think? I think they were. Sure they were Canadian. Lovely. Yeah, very good vocalist. You know, I love this song when it came out. Very, very good song. They had some really good albums coming out, the Mavericks, didn't they? Some good videos as well. Yeah, you know, Raoul Milo, yes, very good singer. I'm going to check that out. I'm convinced they were Canadian. I don't know why. Hang on. I don't know where I got that from. No, they're from. Okay, totally wrong. Yes. And they're still going. The Mavericks are still going. Got back together in 2011 and they're still going. didn't realise they were still going. So I knew they'd broken up in the early 2000s, but yeah, they got back together in 2011 and they're still going. Very nice. So like I say, we've got some good songs on the way. Oh, hello. Hang on a minute. What's happened here? You have to move you to there. Right. Then we can go into that. And go into that. And go into there. Right. Then we'll do that. Okay. Sorted. Yep. It decided to throw. Yeah, only through. Yes, lovely. Keep with that, Rab, and we'll do very well. Anyway, lovely, wonderful. So, what are your plans for today then? Afternoon? Well, yes, of course, football. Yes, very good. Oh, very nice. Cleaning the yard. Yeah, just what you like to do in the spring, isn't it? Bit of cleaning. Oh, let's sort this out. Something's gone wrong. What's gone wrong? Move you up to there. Right. No, hang on. No, hang on. Wait. Hang on. You to there. Right. Then we can go into the adverts. Then you've got that. Then you've got that. And then, that's better. Right, there we go. That's much better. That works. That works for me. Oh dear. Sorting out the playlist. Things always go wrong, don't they? Right. Things always go wrong. See, everybody thinks that what you hear on air is nice and simple, that we just sit back and let the music play. But no, see what I'm doing whilst the music is going out, I'm actually we turn you that way. No, you won't be able to see anything too dark. Unfortunately, you can't see anything. Yeah, so what I do is I just keep a check on what's coming up and drop any songs that aren't meant to be playing, shuffle things around. It happens. Anyway. Oh, right. So everything's in the right place now. Adverts are loaded. Where are we going? Oh, right. So we've got 3 people in. Lovely, wonderful. Good afternoon. Yeah, so if you want to jump into the chat, just say hello, so I know who you are. So see, I can't see anything. Can't see who's in here. Just tells me the numbers, which isn't good. There. I'm thinking of a way that I can adjust that, which would be good, so that I can actually see who's in at the same time. I'm working on that. Anyway, Savage Garden. What's going on? That should be a very, very familiar song. The Savage Garden, of course. Truly, madly, deeply. Wonderful, wonderful song, that one. And of course, last week they were at number 5. This week at number 7, 1998. So, like I said, this is the first time you're listening to me this afternoon. Welcome along. What we do between 12 and 1 at the lunch break, we go back into the archives and we take a look at the classic top 10. And that's what we do. Take a look back at the top 10 on a particular week in a year, or this week in a particular year of the 90s. Plenty on the way between now and 2 o'clock. Remember, requests and dedications 07 858 127 186. There we go. Waited for them to load. Right. I'm back. How long have they got? 6 minutes. Right. So, 6 minutes until I need to speak again. Oh, right. So it does get very busy this first hour. It really does. I'd say the second hour is much more relaxed. Just a shame that I can't have the music playing so you can listen to it over the stream. But I say, if I can get myself established on TikTok, that would be very nice, because I see all these other radio stations over on TikTok, just sitting there during their whole show. They've got hundreds of people in there listening to the shows every day and taking part. That's what I'd like to get it up to. We'll get there. It's still very... Oh, don't move. I don't know why that's shaking so much today. Oh, there we go. If I turn myself around a bit, I'm not shaking the table. That's the other problem, you see, that if I do that, there we go. Right. So, anything anybody wants to know about radio? Let's do that. Any questions? Seems we're here. And anything at all. What do you think the future of TikTok? Well, not sure about the US side of things, but certainly for the UK and Australia, it's doing really well. The thing with TikTok is that whereas it started out with people just doing short form clips and basically taking over from where Snapchat was, little 30-second to a minute videos, that sort of thing. It's now becoming more of a live platform, and the creators of TikTok are certainly promoting it more that way. They're more promoting it as a live platform. And we've just had, last week they had the worldwide live event, didn't they, where a lot of the larger creators, certainly here in the UK, they were invited down to London, and they did live events that were broadcast and streamed on TikTok over 2 or 3 days. And yeah, but certainly it's more. And now, of course, they've brought in the horizontal option for videos, like you can with Twitch. I mean, I think I think TikTok are trying to compete with Twitch. Yeah, I don't really do the shorts, and I've done a couple, but I don't really do those. I prefer to stick with the longer the reaction videos. Um, that's the point. When I get back, I'll have to upload um, the latest one for this afternoon. Maybe a bit late, but I'll do that. But certainly, yes, the shorts. Over on TikTok, I think the short form videos are getting very few now, aren't they? Most people realizing that to do anything, you have to post over a minute to actually get anywhere. Like I say, the live side of TikTok's really booming, almost to compete with Twitch. Although there's a lot of creators over on TikTok that started on Twitch and were using TikTok for like short form and highlights and things like that. But they're now realizing that they can do just as much, if not more, over on TikTok than they can on Twitch. It's interesting, isn't it, how the technology changes and the way that people use it. We got a minute to go. Who have we got next? Turn you down a bit. But yeah. Yeah, that's one of the strange things, isn't it? That I think again, the new people that are coming into TikTok, they seem to be catching on quicker to the new forms. Like I say, it's something that I want to get into, and let's see, with that, there's actually more money. You can actually make, I think, more money over on TikTok if you become part of an agency. Hang on, I'll be back in a minute. And I bet you were doing all the dance moves to that one, weren't you? Brand new, straight into number 6 this week in 1998. The Steps, of course. Last thing on my mind. You're listening to the Lunchbreak here on Brumside Radio. Now, talking Steps, they will be coming to Birmingham in November to the Alex Theatre in Birmingham, of course, and doing their debut, the worldwide debut of their new musical. So starting out in Birmingham, right here in Birmingham, proud of that. I'm hoping, I've got to get things arranged, but I'm hoping to be there for that opening night. Hopefully, maybe, if I'm very lucky, very good, and get everything in the right order, I'm hoping maybe to get an interview with Steps as well. That'd be brilliant. I mean, a group that I've admired over the years since they first began. But we shall see. That's quite a few months away. We've got plenty of time to get that organised. Anyway, back to 1998. We had a new entry at 6. We've also had a new entry at 5. Oh, yeah, right. Yes, we're back to. But yeah, like I say, I mean, certainly the lives over on YouTube are very good as well. It's just the fact that Universal Music Group do not like people playing music. which is very strange, considering that they are a music organisation. Certainly with radio stations, we have all the licenses to be able to broadcast, but we can't have live audio on YouTube. So tried it on Twitch as well, and we couldn't do it on there either, which again is very strange. But TikTok seems to be the only platform that will allow radio stations to broadcast music. Go figure. Anyway, that's for the future, isn't it? Yes, like I say, said in that last link, yes, steps are coming to Birmingham. Well, they've been popping in and out of Birmingham regularly over the last few months. They're busy in rehearsals at the moment because they've got a new musical. I don't think they wrote it, but they're certainly involved in it because like creative control or something like that. Because it's like the ABBA musical, Mamma Mia. What's the other one? You got Mamma Mia, which is ABBA. You got We Will Rock You, which is Queen. And there was another couple, wasn't there? You had the one based on, who was it? The one based on Meatloaf. And now we've got the Steps musical. I forget the name, but like I say, yeah, the worldwide premiere is going to happen right here in Birmingham at the Alex Theatre in November. So I'm hoping, I've just got to send everything and get in contact. I'm hoping that I'll be able to be there and actually experience it live, and if I'm lucky, interview Steps. Because like I say, I do like Steps. They're good. I know a lot of people think they're just novelty and things like that, but I like them. Really do. Some good music. Yeah, interviews would be brilliant, yeah. That's what I'm hoping for, but we shall see. Right, I'll try and find a way to put this, let's go down a bit. Who we starting with, that and that. Right, let's put that in there. Put you in there, I think. Actually, yeah, put you in there. Right, that's your request loaded. Yeah. So what do you think then, Rab? We're back in 15 minutes. Okay, wonderful. Oh gosh, is it me again? Oh dearie me. Right, hang on. Catatonia, of course, and Road Rage. Sadly, they are, of course, no longer together. They split, didn't they? Went their separate ways in 2001. Formed in 1992 when it was Mark Roberts met Kerris Matthews and Kirsty Kennedy, and they had David Ewan of the Super Furry Animals on drums, Paul Jones on bass, and then Clancy Pegg on keyboards. 2 EPs recorded with that lineup. Clancy Pegg was actually fired prior to the first album, and then Alid Richards came in as the new drummer to replace Ewan, David Ewan, who left. He went to focus full time on the super furry animals. And of course, sadly, it was 2001, wasn't it? It was because of the drinking habits. It was that Kerry Matthews went into rehab in 2001, and tours were cancelled, and then they announced they were breaking up. And she has subsequently released solo albums, and they haven't actually been together. They haven't got back together, which is very sad. Yes, they or have they got back together? No, because the various members are still going. In Catatonia were aiming to get to take part in a listening party for during the pandemic, but that was postponed. So they haven't actually got back together, which is very, very sad. Right, plenty on the way between now and 2 o'clock. Last week's number 3 in 1998. This week's number 4 for the Tempera. And I still do not understand the lyrics of this song. I've been trying for years. Oh, yeah. Turn it out. Yeah. If anybody could help understand the lyrics of this song, the Tempera featuring Maya, Feel It. What on earth are they going on about? Yeah, I've been trying for so long, 26 years, not a clue what they're singing about. Something about chimneys. It's a very, very strange song. That's good though. Oh. What else is going on? Let's go down to there. Let's just have a look. Are we still in type? Yep, and then cooler shaker, and then yep, and then that. Wonderful, lovely. Oh. Yes, like I said, if you've got any requests or dedications, you just really want to chat or anything like that, want a request, drop them into the chat, and I'll do my best to play those between 1 and 2. Anything from the 90s, of course. We can do those. My next reaction video will be dropping in just over 3 hours. So look out for that one. So once again, time has sort of got beyond me this week, and I've been unable to record anything new for about 10 days. So I'm having to stretch everything out. And so at the moment, 1 upload a week, which is, it's okay. It really is. I mean, I'm not one of these people that's wanting to get like 100,000 subscribers in 10 months and immediately get your play button. I'm not into that. I mean, I'm just still amazed that I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers, having only done this. One a week's plenty. Yes, absolutely. There are many channels out there that do 1 a week. Some maybe only do 1 a month. I mean, you don't have to be uploading content every single day. I know people have tried that, haven't they? And they get burnt out. People get bored. So one a week. Who are you? Oh, I can't read that from back here. I'm going to need a bigger screen here. Okay. Yeah, wonderful there. So what are you doing on this weekend? Hope you've had a good weekend so far. Oh, yeah. Do excuse, I'm having my lunch. 8 minutes. See, this is the other thing about about radio, you see. People wonder what the presenters do in between the songs, which is one of the reasons that I started doing these lives, you see. Just take you behind the microphone, and for most of it, we just sit here. Don't really do much. I mean, I'm the only one in today. Well, not today, but at the moment, I'm the only one in. You know, there's nobody else in this particular part of the building, so it's very quiet. Very quiet. And yeah, apart from that, so it's just me. Just finished work. Lovely. Oh, very nice. Yeah. 14 hours, dearie me. I didn't think, well, fixing them, yes. Very nice. That must be very interesting work. Again, yeah, seeing that side of trains and everything like that. Yeah. Where are they going next? Oh, Cooler Shaker's on the way next. Anyone remember him? Crispy and Mills. Haley Mills' son, wasn't he? Cooler Shaker. Yeah. Yep. Still going? Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. I could certainly play that song, yeah. For the Basher, yes. I haven't played that for a while. Corner Shop. No, it's Baby Bird, yes. Yeah, we do have that song. If you'd like it to be played, I can certainly put that in the second hour. Yeah. That's a lovely little lyric, that one is, isn't it? But yeah, Corner Shop, again, one of those bands that a lot of people don't really remember too much. Leicester. Yeah, and they're still going as well. Corner Shop still together. Originally from Leicester, all places. But yes, I can certainly put that one in. I'll pop that one in, can't I? Where can we put that one? Put that one in there, I think. Put it there, get rid of Adam Garcia, because I don't really like that song. Yeah. Yep, still going, yes. Got together in 91 and still going. Apparently never broken up. I mean, most people just remember them for that one song, unfortunately. Well, actually, technically, they remember them for the Norman Cook version of their song, don't they? The original version didn't do very well at all. It came out in '97, and it was then remixed by Norman Cook. Oh, it's all 2 minutes. Loads of time. Loads of time. Yeah, they were. Tindus, yeah. 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 Tinder Singh was his name, wasn't it? Tinder Singh from Wolverhampton. I remember all the group itself come from Leicester. Yeah, but he was from, is from Wolverhampton. 2 minutes. Yeah, so I've added that to the second hour, so that'll be played between 1 and 2. Always like getting requests. It's good. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, actually, if I turn the camera that way, there we go. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but that's the rest of it. We've got the 3 screens. Oh, yes. Yep. Yes. Lovely. Anyway, thanks for dropping in. If you do want to learn more about us, you can go to the website brumsideradio.com. And of course, if you want to see more of my stuff, I do reaction videos. I've got a new one coming out this afternoon in about 3 hours' time. Hang on. Oh, I've got to talk again now. Now, the fourth of the brand new entrants this week in 1998, the amazing Cooler Shaker and the sound of drums, Cooler Shaker Crispian Mills. His name, isn't it? Crispian Mills, the lead singer of Cooler Shaker, of course, son of the amazing actress Hayley Mills. She, of course, not as old as everybody thinks, because remember, she began her career very, very young. And I think Hayley Mills is certainly about 70, like late 70s, I think now. Not very old at all. Right. That was brand new at number 3 this week in 1998. There will, of course, be another classic top 10 next week. Or you can join me tomorrow, Monday to Friday, from 1 p.m. right here on Brumside Radio. We do an hour with the show where we take an artist or group and we showcase some of their biggest songs, along with those you may be a little less familiar with. You can join me for that one, of course. Right, 2 more songs to go between now and 2 o'clock this afternoon. Plenty between now and 1 o'clock. Getting ahead of myself. We'll have a little preview of all the football coming up this afternoon. Scott, at 7 o'clock, he will be giving you all the results and everything else that's been happening in the world of sport from 7. The very last sports chat show this evening from 7 is going on to Pastures New. Very sad, but these things happen in community radio. We like that when people get invited onto bigger things. It's sort of a growing establishment. This is community radio, student radio, hospital radio. It's a brilliant tool for getting into professional radio. Lots of people have done it over the years. If you are interested in joining us, I'll tell you more about that in the second hour. Anyway, last week's number 1 in 1998 is this week's number 2. Oh. Yep. Yes, a lot of people are surprised by that. That Crispian Mills is the son of the brilliant actress Hayley Mills. Why they don't make that connection in same surname, but yeah, brilliant. Yes. So all these little bits of knowledge, useless knowledge that radio presenters have, that we can just reel off. Nobody really understands why we have the knowledge, but it's just things that you pick up over the years. So they're off listening to now Run DMC. Oh boy, that's nearly a first hour gone. Goes really quick. Yes, they do come in very handy in pub quizzes. And these little nuggets of information that you just pick up over the years, and you think, who on earth is going to want to know that? But it does come in very handy sometimes. Of course, the worst thing about being a radio presenter is being invited into pub quizzes and being expected to get all the music questions right. It doesn't always happen like that. I mean, we have help here in the studio. Of course, we've got all of our notes and bits and pieces that we can just pull up through the system. And that's, you see, we don't expect everybody to know everything, which is why we have notes on every song and the artists and the groups, and especially dates and things like that. But, yeah, I mean, some things just stick. How have we got? I'll talk for a bit longer anyway. Take that one down there. Right. Let's go back to there. Throw the weather back in. Throw the weather back in for later. Right. Oh. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? When people find out that you do a particular job or anything, they're like, well, they'll start reeling off questions and saying, do you know this? And yeah, not usually. I mean, like I say, we have a lot of little pointers here in the studio. Again, when you listen to radio, you always wonder how the presenters know or seem to know everything about each band or the artist that they're playing. It's called Wikipedia. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Hang on, me again. Right, I've got to fill... just over a minute. Now, what do you know about the history of that song? It's like that. Run DMC, of course, along with Jason Nevins. Now, the original song was released in 1983. Debut single from Run DMC. It was remixed by Jason Nevins in 1997. It became a very big hit in 1998. One of the biggest selling singles in that particular year. Yes, I would say, released in 83 and then remixed in 798, and that was last week's number 1 at this week's number 2, which means that we have a brand new number 1 this week in 1998. Now, if you do want a request or a dedication, just before we get on to that, the usual numbers apply: 07858 127 186. Text and WhatsApp to that number, of course. You can send your messages in any time you want, any day, any time of the day or night. WhatsApp is absolutely free. Text messages, depending on your network and your contract, may be charged. But the brand new number 1 with these guys. Boyzone straight into number 1. All that I need. I'll see you on the other side of the news. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Boyzone straight into number 1 again. Right, so that's them off listening to Boyzone. Then we've got the news, and then I'm back. So I've got about, what have we got? 3 minutes to the news, and then 2.5 minutes of that. So I've got about 5. So. The one on the right, yeah, that's the, hang on, let's see if we can turn you on the right. That is this one here, that is that's the headphone input. It's a bit of a loose connection at the moment. I have to keep pushing it back in, so the headphones keep going into mono. I keep losing one side of them, so that's what I'm doing. And then the dial above it, that's the headphone volume. So you turn it down. Yeah, it happens. It's a bit of a loose connection. It's getting old. Yeah, but that's what it is. And then above it, obviously the headphone volume. I'll turn it down so that you can't hear anything, because even though the speakers are off, the microphone on the phone still picks up the noise coming through the headphones. So I'll turn those down, turn it back up when I speak. Yeah, that's what happens. See, then I'm going to have to buy a new connector. See, that's the thing with community radios. We're all volunteers. None of us are paid. It's all voluntary. Very much amateur radio, even though I've been doing this 32 years now. Number of different stations, but yeah. So I'm actually of PayPal. As the station. Oh, that is a good question. I don't think we do. We never. No, I don't think we actually do. It's not something that we've really looked into at PayPal, because we've never needed it. And obviously when we start, we're hoping. Set one up, yes. Yeah. I'm sure there's one anyway. I'm just going to have a look. I'm sure we had one. Obviously I've got one. Oh, hang on. I think we do. Hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. That's not right. I'm going to Right, we do have a PayPal. Yeah, so it looks like we do actually have PayPal. Now the address for that is, oh yeah, I've got loads of time. Yeah, new starter. Yeah, so the PayPal, it's Brumside Radio at hotmail.com. I've got plenty of time. Right, let's go to the weather. Refresh that. Loads of time. That's one of the things that a lot of new people coming into radio don't really understand, that there's a lot of sitting around. They sort of panic that you have to always be doing something, that you've always got to be looking at your next songs and what's coming up and everything like that, but you don't. As long as it's all arranged and organised and you know where every little segment is fitting, it's all, I've got plenty of time, yeah. Yes, I'm going to yes, I will certainly check out the PayPal. We do have one. I'm just going to see. I'm going to see whether I can get back into it, because obviously it hasn't been used for a time. Right, weather. So it's remaining overcast at first this afternoon, showery spells of rain that will ease off through the afternoon, some sunny spells, a few showers developing from the west. Yeah, as we've gone through this first hour, it does seem to be clearing up a tiny bit, just looking out my window. It's not too bad at the moment. Now, largely clear and dry for much of tonight, but areas of cloud will begin to form as dawn approaches, bringing a few further showers from the west. Your temperatures about 13 degrees. Oh, right. And now what we do, click onto the sport. Right. Yeah, so I will certainly, I'll try and reactivate not reactivate it, it's active. I'll try and get back into it. So if you do want to donate to us, that'll be lovely, that will. Yeah. I'll see if I can, I don't know. So it's certainly allowing me to log in. Okay, hang on. It's the old number. Shoot. It's the old number. The old number. do that. Didn't want to do that. Right. Yeah. No. Well, you can't see it. No, I'll do it later. I mean, no. The problem is, I can log into it, but it's wanting to send confirmation to. Yeah, it's wanting to send a confirmation message to our previous phone number. Okay, lovely. Thanks for the sub. Into the second hour. Right. Right. Where are we going? Oh, yeah. Just rename that. Thank you. 1994. There we go. Right, yes, I've got to log into there. Right, so what I usually do now for this second hour, we'll log in and we will go and see the details for the next show. There we go. Right. Got that for next one. Okay. Yeah, I can certainly put that in. Yeah, the 98, that was only the first hour. Yeah, so the first hour we just do the classic top 10. The second hour is just random 90s. So if you do want any requests, then just drop them into the chat and we can put those in. But I can certainly put in, I can put that in. Love that song. Spell it right. Yeah, and throw that one in. So that's the nice thing about this second hour is it's, like I say, the system chooses random songs from the 90s, and so I've got a lot more freedom to actually move things around. A lot more time. Do that. I'm going to there. I've done that, and then we've got that one. Actually, it does occasionally get rid of you. It does occasionally put in, yeah, it does occasionally put in some interesting songs that I typically take out. Yeah, songs that I don't play, but yeah, it's good. So, are you actually listening to the show whilst it's going out through the website? Also, we've got the mobile app as well. We are also on DAB here in Birmingham. But obviously, you have to be in Birmingham to pick that up. No. There we go in 122. Is that right? And I can mention this and mention that. Right. Yeah, so typically if you listen to my shows regularly, what you'll find is that even though the music changes, the things that I usually say are pretty much in the same sort of place. It's I have nothing's written down. It's all because I've been doing it so long. It's all in my head, you see. So I sort of know roughly times of when I want to mention everything, and like in this next link, I'll be mentioning. I'll be talking about what's coming up after me, mentioning doing a promotion for the next show coming in. Hang on. That's a song that I haven't heard for a long time. Tin Man, 18 strings. Brilliant house there. Some of the 90s house music, of course, a very good genre in the 90s. Now, what's coming up next here on Brumside Radio? Well, usual things in the usual places. We've got Tristan on the way next at 2 o'clock. Week in, week out, the light-hearted look at the biggest national and local headline stories from the past 7 days. A news review show, of course. We've also got the best quirky stories, maybe some that you have glossed over, maybe you don't know that much about. And the headlines for today, your top 3 stories. The boost for a London pub that was mentioned in one of Taylor Swift's new songs. A new housing development apparently is threatening a nudist beach. That'll be interesting to find out about that one. And now this one always starts an argument. Apparently Britain's favourite sandwich has been revealed. If it isn't tuna and sweet corn, then it's wrong. So that's on the way from 2 o'clock this afternoon. And then we've got, of course, as always, Spencer James back at 4 o'clock with the airplay. Yes, the airplay rewind. Russ will be along at 5 o'clock with the rock show, and then Scott Jones, as mentioned, back at 7 with the sports chat show. If you want to get involved in any of our shows, 07858 127 186. Text or WhatsApp to that number. If you want to get involved in the sports show, you want to have a chat with Scott on air, then you can phone us 0121 318 6872. Get you done. Yeah, when choosing me, yes, certainly. But I don't know. It's probably going to be something weird, isn't it? Something going. I mean, yes, tuna and sweet corn, yes. But another one I'm always partial to is coronation chicken. Love that. Or like I always have here. Got one right now. Chicken mayonnaise. My wonderful sandwich from Poundland across the road. You can't go wrong with these. Anyway, so where are we live? Yes, I'll be. Where are we? 20 past. What are we doing? 1 hour 20. Right. So I'll be taking this to. Yep, chicken mayo. Yep. So I'll be taking this live up to 2 hours. So about another 40 minutes. Keep looking at the wrong clock there. So yeah, about another 40 minutes. We'll be calling it a day. But like I say, if you want to go back and watch all of my, well, you can watch previous lives. You can also watch all of my reactions. I've been doing this coming up to 2 years, or it'll be 2 years on May the 1st, actually. Yes, it will. 2 years on May the 1st. That I've been doing reaction videos. Again, that is something that started as a joke, really. Lovely. Yeah, because, so how it began. So I've been watching reaction videos for years. And I just thought, you see, my channel back then, I think I had about 11 subscribers. I don't know how I'd managed to get those because I never really posted anything. And so I thought, what would happen to... no, I'll have to check those out. A lot of my reactions are more the a cappella groups. So you've got home free, voice play, pentatonics. I do a lot of Dimash. I do Angelina Jordan. People like that that seem to be very popular with the reactors. Yeah, so how I began, I was just thinking, yeah, Dimash is good. Yeah, so I just thought, well, why don't I just pop a reaction video on a brand new channel, effectively, with very little subscribers, and just see what happens. And somehow I've got, heading towards 6,000 subscribers. I don't know how. People just keep coming back. But yes, Dimash is incredible, absolutely incredible, and getting better. Since he first started, what, in 2017, I think it was, 16, 17. But yes, he is amazing. And the nice thing is that, obviously, as he develops his voice and his range and the songs that he sings, he's getting more and more fluent in English as well. If you listen to any of his interviews and the way that he sings, especially the English lyrics, he's getting much more fluent in English. I've got 7 minutes, loads of time. Adverts, and then hang on. Right, Ghetto Superstar coming up after the... Oh yes, already legend. Yeah, certainly was over in China and yeah, China and, well, mainly China, wasn't he? But yeah, so Ghetto Superstar on the way next. That'll be the next one up. Bit of Marillion coming. Plenty on the way, in fact. And then it'll be Rushing Home. Yes. And again, with that song, if you go back to the very first version that everybody got to know, which was I Am Singer, you go back to listen to the later versions, he's improved on it again. He keeps reinventing it, obviously, as his pronunciation in French becomes better. Yeah, but it's still very good. Yeah, and it keeps us going. Yes. You've only seen a big stage, right? Okay, yeah. So if you go all the way back, you go. You can check out the performances that he did on I Am Singer, the Chinese talent show. He was actually specially invited onto that, and he came second. He didn't win it, which confuses everyone. He didn't win. Somebody beat him, and we're trying to figure out how he got beaten. Been trying that for years. Yeah, he came second. I know. Nobody knows how he came second. I mean, the amount of songs that he did on I Am Singer, including the one from Fifth Element, and he came second. Oh. Yeah. Never understood that. Anyway. Here we go. So, Ghetto Superstar on the way next. Yep, he did. He certainly did. Yep, and sang it live from the Fifth Element. Yes, one of only a handful of people who can actually do it live. Welcome back, Rab. Yes. I'm just going to look that up. I've got time. Ah. Yeah, it was somebody called Sandy Lamb who actually won the year that Dimash was on. There we go. Thanks, Google. Sandy Lamb. Never heard of them. Never heard of her. She must have been good. You know, for somebody to actually beat. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back, and like I say, I've never heard of her, never seen anything, so I'm going to have to search that one out. I will do a reaction to that, and we will see. We will see what happens, but I can't believe that somebody could beat Dimash. Don't believe that. Unbelievable. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know, it's strange, but we shall see. Yes, of course, once I finish here, I'll be rushing home for the football, of course, the North London derby. Let's see if Arsenal can go 4 points clear. Oh, we've got one. Good grief. Oh boy. Right. Yeah, well, I sort of think so, but they have a history, don't they, of looking like they're going to win the title and then losing it at the last moment. I mean, the fact that they can go 4 points clear until, of course, Man City. No, it's at Tottenham. It's a Tottenham home game. So, a bit more pressure. Right. As Michael, of course, from the Fugees, along with ODB and Maya, the Ghetto Superstar. Brilliant song. Still is to this day, of course. Now, the big match. Got plenty of football on this afternoon. The big one, obviously, is going to be the North London derby. Tottenham Arsenal kicks off at 2 o'clock So hopefully Tristan will be keeping you up to date with that as it's going. And then 4:30 we've got Nottingham Forest at Manchester City. Listen in to Scott this evening at 7. He'll be keeping you all up to date with what went on. And of course, we've got to say a very, very big congratulations to Solihull Moors. They're into the playoffs, aren't they? Is that in the? That's in the National League, isn't it? They're through to the playoffs on that one to hopefully go up. Right, plenty to go. Still got half an hour, just over half an hour. Tristan on the way at 2 o'clock. I will be back, of course, tomorrow 1 p.m. here on Brumside Radio. Everything from as an artist or group. An hour with is what it's called. Any artist, any group, any genre. It doesn't really matter. If you'd like to suggest an artist or group, then again, usual numbers apply. And you can email studio@brumsideradio.com or 07858 127 186. Now then, a group I don't usually play much of their 90s material. This is Marillion. Brilliant group. Right, that's them listening to Yep. Oh yes. Of course, they're doing well in Europe, aren't they? Possibly, see if they can stay in fourth, then that's Champions League, isn't it? That'll be Champions League next season. Fuji's Ready or Not? Yep, got that one. Love that song. Okay. Fuji's Ready or Not? Lovely one from '96. Get rid of Lolly. Get rid of some of these that have dropped. Tidy myself up. Right, that one's in. Yes, they are doing very well. They're in the, is it the Europa Conference they're in at the moment? I think it is, isn't it? We've got, hang on. There. Right, done. Yes, I think everybody's hoping that's going to happen, isn't it? It's one of those, isn't it, that I can certainly see it happening with all of the charges against Manchester City. I can't see how it's anything but a relegation. I mean, it was Rangers it happened to, wasn't it? In the Scottish League, but Everton are also up on charges and points lost and things like that, aren't they? I mean, yes, it did. Juventus, yeah. Remember that. Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting, isn't it? If it doesn't, I don't think it'll go well. If something big like that doesn't happen, I mean, if it's just like a 10-point loss and a fine, that's not going to please a lot of people. And it's going to have to be some sort of demotion, isn't it, down to the bottom. How have we got? Well, let's throw some of them on. Do that. Right. Do that. Right. Then we're going into the adverts. But yeah, and I can't see how they could actually get away with not having it done. Come on, tidy up. Better, right. Yeah. Yes. that again is the thing. If it doesn't happen, I mean, if nothing does happen, I'm just wondering whether the other teams in the Premier League can kind of object against it. Maybe they can force it to happen, if that's a thing. I've got to put another jingles in. Hang on. No, wrong one. Don't want the weekday ones, I want the weekend ones. Hang on. Right. Boom. Okay. Let's hang on. Do that. Then we go boom. Boom. Okay. That's better. That's better. Right. Yeah, it's 150. Yeah. Yeah. You see, I can't see that there's any way out of it, to be perfectly honest, although it's going to happen. It's going to happen during the off season. So obviously there's not enough time for it now between now and the end of the season, is there? So the other thing I suppose could happen is, well, could they get? I don't know. I mean, could they get a ban from the FA Cup? Maybe. Yeah, it's been going on for 15 years, is it? Something like that? 10, 15 years? Long time. Yeah. Let's just have a little look. I'm saying I've got time. Right. Yeah, just saw that pop up. So, according to insiders, it's looking unlikely that they'll be relegated down to League Two, but they could be pushed into the Championship. Um, yeah. Yep, so it looks like nothing's going to happen before May 19th, and it may not happen until next year, which would mean they would still be Premier League for the 24-25 season. That's what I'm reading, yes. So, yeah. Yeah, so it's saying that unlikely to be concluded before the end of next season. So, if anything, the charges, relegation, whatever, that won't come until the end of the 25 season. So they've got at least one more year in the Premier League. And okay. Yeah, okay, so it's looking like the worst that could probably happen is Championship, which again I think may anger a few people because they were looking at least League Two, weren't they? One of those, yeah. Yeah. Well, yes, I mean, yeah. So it could be another 14, 15 months before anything's sorted. So we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? But if they do get relegated to the Championship, then somebody else is going to have to come up. So, that means 3 going up. Yeah. Yep. Oh, where are we going? Where are we? Oh, here. Right. Okay, then we go into that, and then we go into Bum and Bum. That. Throw that one there. Stop on that one, and then we can finish with that one, I think. Right, that'll do. Okay, back in a bit. Very true. Right, hang on. So I think if we had Praz Michael, it's only fair we play the Fugees, isn't it? You're listening to the Lunch Break here on Brumside Radio. Very good afternoon. Tristan on the way next. Week in, a week out. And yes, a week in, week out. A light-hearted look at the news, national and local headline stories from the past 7 days. Of course, every Sunday from 2 until 4. Now, if you miss any of our live shows, don't worry. Because you can always catch up by going to mixcloud.com/Brumside Radio. Plenty on the way. We'll try and fit in as many between now and 2 o'clock, and then I will see you, of course, tomorrow at 1. Right, that's them. That's them off again. Arsenal, Chelsea will dominate. Yeah, well, you don't think... well, if that drops, I certainly think, it's going to be Arsenal, Chelsea, certainly Villa and Tottenham. Now, if Tottenham have a good season this year, they'll try and replicate it next year, won't they? Repeat it next year. What do you think? Liverpool? Well, yeah. Liverpool's an interesting one because obviously they'll have the new manager, won't they? From where's he come from? Is it Feyenoord he's come from? Yeah, I mean Chelsea at the moment seem to be a bit lost, don't they? Yeah, Feyenoord, yes. So it'll be interesting to see what Liverpool do next season. Obviously, the change of manager is always, yeah. It does feel very similar to Jurgen Klopp. Same sort of feelings about him. But yeah, so it should be okay. Mind you, they're going to have to pay Feyenoord a lot of money, though, aren't they? Because it was a break of contract. Yes. New management, yeah. Nice, yeah. Oh dear, how long we got? About 12 minutes. We've got 11 minutes on that, that's okay. Yeah, like that, yes, slot right in. That's a good one for you, Rab. It really is. Oh dear. Anyway, I hope you've all been entertained this afternoon. I'm just sorry I can't play the music over this stream. You have to listen to it on the radio, but yeah, they'll need time. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, like a lot of people have said with Manchester United, bring favourite genre of music. Ooh. That is a difficult one because obviously working in radio, we play pretty much everything. But I mean, to listen to at home, the favourite genre that I always keep going back to is EDM. Obviously, being around through the 80s and the 90s, but yeah, a lot of good music. How do we go? 45, 9 minutes. Wonderful. So we'll keep this going for about another 10 minutes. Yeah, so when it gets to 2 hours, we'll call this to a close and yeah, they did. Yeah. Another 10 minutes. Ooh, nice. There's been a leave there. That's okay. That's see there down. You can do those. Oh, wow. A lot of good ones. Hang on. Review message. No, maybe, but they got people like Paul Oakenfold was always good. Liked his music. I think DJs from back in the day. And so we've lost so many, haven't we? But yeah, I mean, Paul Oakenfold is always good. Does some good mixes. There we go, 7 minutes. Yeah, so with these lives, I will be back live next week. Of course, I mean, the plan is to try and get enough followers over on TikTok so I can go on there. Just think it'll be a lot, be more exciting over on TikTok, I think, because I can have the speakers on. You can actually listen to the music whilst you're on stream. Come up there. I'm in microphone, yeah. New microphone arm, it just keeps getting in the way. Pretty big. But this microphone's good. If you're interested in doing yeah. So if you're interested in doing podcasts or any sort of audio, then these are good. This is a generic microphone that looks like the Shure SM7. The SM7B is the one that a lot of people are using now. Oh, you've done that one, okay. Well done. But yeah, it's a good microphone. So I've upgraded to them. TikTok is even, well, it depends what you do with TikTok, isn't it? I mean, there are a lot of channels out there. Yeah, the SM7B. Yeah, when you watch a lot of the live streamers and the people that are doing reactions and the video channels, the majority of them will be using the Shure SM7B microphone. This one looks very similar to it. Same range, but it's about, what, 30% cheaper? I mean, these microphones, I think, were about £40 each, whereas the Shure is yeah. I mean, well, with these new ones, you don't need the pop guards because they're okay. They're dynamic microphones rather than condenser, and so it actually controls the sound a lot better. I mean, in my studio at home, I have a pop guard, but again, that's really just because one came with it. When those don't come with one, you typically don't need them these days. So we're okay. Right, about 5 minutes, and then we'll be calling this to a close. Let's see, you'll be able to catch up if you wanted to. You can go back and rewatch this when it appears. And then, of course, the new reaction at 4 o'clock, so just over 2 hours. Yep, I certainly will. I'll be rushing back home to watch the football, and yeah, like I say, I'll be back next week. Yeah, well, I do okay. Yeah, for somebody that started doing this whole YouTube thing as a joke, just to really see if anybody would listen and watch. I've been doing it 2 years now. It's okay. We got next? Oh, Hanson. Right, then we're going to finish with Moby. Right. Yeah. Where are we? No, yeah, no problem at all. And so I just wish I could stop this screen from jumping about, but never mind. 1:56, so about 3 minutes. Yeah. Ah, right. So I need a way of attaching that to that. Okay. Yeah, the stream every Sunday from midday. Yeah, so I need to. That's what I'll do. I found it. Yeah. There we go. The one thing that all radio stations and presenters and sound engineers have handy. Nice big roll of gaffer tape. Comes in handy, really does. Occasionally used on presenters. Well, yeah. Thanks for popping in. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So yeah. Like I say, it's just a shame that I can't actually play the music live over the stream. Otherwise, YouTube blocks everything, and people have had a lot of issues with that. But like I say, you can actually listen to the show as it's going out on the radio anyway. So you get the best of both worlds, if you so wish. Right, let's start getting things ready. So what I usually do. Yep, that's the one. Yeah. So what I usually do in the last 5 or so minutes, I'll start getting things ready for the next presenter. We just make it nice and easy for the handover. It's rather than people having to rush in and try and figure things out. We just make sure that everything's in the right place and everything's working. It always is. Yes, we've got some good music on the way. Feel free to keep listening to the station, and obviously I will be back next week, and you can usually find me popping in and out on other creator streams as well. And right, until then, glad you've enjoyed the show. I will see you all next week. Still got 50 minutes. Yeah. Thanks, Rab. Yeah, I'll probably see you on one of Lyle's streams later on if he's online today or later on. I'll see you all next week. Ta-ta.